My name is Jahkai Moses, 18 years old. I just graduated Metro Charter P campus. Basically this summer I attended WorkReady through a program called YOACAP. It's like a hands-on working experience, more or less. Basically give me an understanding like what it is to work in a trades, because that's like where I was since like a trade school. Places that we can go to. Being the FTI, Penetration Institute, that's simply where I applied to. And the Carpenters Union, that's where I went to this summer. And like they sent like, I don't know exactly, probably like 10 to like 11 of us to each one. And like basically to give us a general understanding of like what people do in those specific trades. So to give us like a, I don't even know what to call it, but like just the experience. You learn like a lot of different like trade skills, like conducting a crane, not how to operate one, but like conducting it, like telling it it's like it's different like signals, sheetrock. Basically learn like the correct way to carry so that you won't like hurt your back or injure yourself early on. Floor laying, basically we learned how to like lay tiles. It was like a pretty nice pattern that we just laid out. A birdhouse. It was actually, I got it in my room right now, but like, should I go get it or? Yeah, so basically like it was like that's inside here. You can just like unscrew these two, or you just do it like this. You basically clean out all like the inside. Yeah, I messed up a couple times, and once I messed up, I completely just redid the piece because like I wanted to be like as good as possible, because like they teaching this, and I want them to show that I'm actually like taking in what they telling me. So I want to do exactly what they told me to do, make it look as good as possible. For starters, basically like just being timely overall. It's like a rule that basically you always want to get to like your job site 30 minutes ahead. Like you know, basically for like trade workers, basically being on time is being late. So you always want to be like ahead. So get there like 30 to an hour earlier. So basically we used to learn to like be real timely, how to conduct ourselves in general, because like mind you, we at a place where we could just get a job. Hardest thing about it was probably getting up early and like making the bus. Like all of us would usually be like real tired, but like we be tired, we just fighting through, because it's like we don't want to fall asleep in front of them, because like it's gonna make ourselves look bad. Like usually early, like we get up around like 5 just to get on like the 6 o'clock bus or like 5:30 bus just to get there on time or early. Like most students nowadays, like a lot of students, like they want to like, get into work and stuff like that. So like knowing like how to conduct yourself inside the workplace like early on, so that you can use that in the future, is like really important, because like people like you when you know how to carry yourself. And basically working early on, you kind of learn that. Like you're working in customer service, you learn how to work with people, how to communicate, use those skills like moving on in the future. And like I feel like no matter what job it is, like it's always something that you want to pick up and get understanding on, that you can always use to your advantage in the future. Going in, we already knew that like we wanted to save our money to like get cars. Like that was all of our plan, to be honest with you. Like we always like, all right, we're gonna save and get cars. Did we like completely save everything to get a car? No, because like of course like being in teens, like you see something that you want, it's like all right, like you more or less go and get it. But like you still know that like you still got to put something aside for like what you actually need compared to like what you just want. Some people like more or less spend their money on like buy clothes and like shoes, stuff like that, and like just blew most of it real quick on that. But when it comes to money, like you gotta make plans of everything that you have. Like Mr. Lee, he be teaching shit like more or less like set goals for your money. Like when you earn something, like know what you want to do with it. Like don't just like have it sitting there because that makes you want to spend it. Know what you want to do with it. Like put it somewhere, bro. You can't just easily spend it. Like plan out what you gonna do with your money before like even making it. I can't even think of the word right now. Creating a budget. Currently, like short-term like plans, just like our goals more or less. It's like just getting the car, starting trade school, and long-term is more or less completing it. Like I already applied. I had my interview. Supposed to be getting in contact sometime this summer, or sometime this September, and they're gonna let me know like if I made it or not. I'm confident that I made it, so like I just tell people that I'm already inside of it. I just want to start as soon as possible, because like working money. I need work to get money so I can continue like putting towards this car. It's gonna be 4 years. It's gonna take me 4 years to finish. I plan on working for honestly as much as possible once I get in. I want to work as much as possible. On Saturdays you get paid time and a half, and then on Sundays you get paid double. I'm planning on working every Saturday and Sunday possible. I want to make as much as I can. Like when I get older, like I want to be like financially stable enough to like start a family and actually like be on my own. Like basically just in general, like summer jobs for like kids or teens can be like really like helpful because like it kind of like keeps them off like the streets or like away from danger and stuff like that. Because like most students, if they don't have jobs stuff like that, they just probably just gonna be like outside running around. Like you mean like that could cause them to get like into altercations and potentially get hurt. So like it's a lot of shootings happening around. So it's Philly, while I live in Philly. It's a lot of kids running around with guns like that because they don't really like. That's all they know. Like they don't actually put themselves into like a place of work and actually like they just don't have to understand this yet. I feel like if more students had to understand, it'd be a lot less like stuff going on. I also say that like I feel like they should just find as many like programs such as WorkReady or like YOACAP like, in general, like programs like that like basically give work to students and help them like more or less advance themselves for the future. I think they should find as many programs like that as possible and more or less kind of fund them. Like if it's programs that want to get started, like give them the funding to get started so they can work with like children, like get them like to the point that they need to be.